off the floor that might get wet. You need to remain seated with your arms and legs inside, and have your cameras ready because you'll get a great sea level shot. Oh, and by the way, more water could be just around the corner, so be prepared. Stay in your seats, please, for your safety. Back in the fourth car, please take your seat. Size. Well, the way we made Lily's helmet appear to shrink was just to make the props gradually larger and larger. Now, prop is anything that's not nailed down, so it could be as small as a paper clip or as large as a grand piano. Well, right now we're going to enter Little Europe, which was actually Pamplona, Spain, and Castle Rock City Slickers starring Billy Crystal. You might remember at the beginning of the film when they did the running of the bulls, that was actually done right here in our Little Europe area. Also, if you're a fan of Spilling Television's 90210, you might remember the summer when Donna and Brenda went to Paris, France. Well, they didn't need a passport, just a bus ticket. They came right here to our back lot. Well, this area was originally built for the film All Quiet on the Western Front. That movie's won us our first Academy Award for Best Picture back in 1929. And a few years ago, this area caught on fire. But before we called the fire department, we called a film crew who wanted to get some stock footage of the city in flames. This area on my side of the tram is perhaps one of our most historic areas of our backlot. We call this area the Court of Miracles. It was named for the film The Miracle Man, starring Count Dracula, the Wolfman, and of course the most famous monster of all, Frankenstein. Now this area has often been the site of action-packed adventure films, monster movies, Sherlock Holmes. Now if we need to change this to a New York subway station, which we often do, we just come in and change all the set dressings and decorating and instantly have people. This set was also used in Paramount's Beverly Hills Cop 3, starring Eddie Murphy. If you saw that film, you might remember all the subway scenes. They were done right here in this building. Now, as I mentioned, on the driver's side, you can see a lot of that specific signing and things. The route sign, the newspapers, and the little California trimmer, nothing to worry about. I'm really used to them because I grew up here. You know, I'm not that used to them. Okay, don't panic. Hang on to your cameras, your belongings, and stay in your seats. I'm sure I'll be fine. Oh my goodness. Hang on. Okay, I think it's a little bit. Oh, maybe not. Hang on. Shark problems out there for you. Sir, excuse me. Sir, you're in a no fishing zone. Excuse me. Sir, oh my goodness. Sir, you really better get out of the water. Oh my goodness. Sir, sir. Oh, it's too late. Oh, he is shark bait. Well, you know, we've been trying to catch this guy for quite a long time. We attached some bait to a hook on that yellow float out there, but he just never seemed to take the bait. Oh no, he did! Oh no, he took the dock with him. Hang on, everybody! Oh no! We gotta get out of here! Oh my goodness. Maybe maybe that wasn't such a good idea. But ladies and gentlemen, as you're taking your seats again, please check and make sure the person who was sitting next to you is still there. You've just survived driver's side, so keep your eyes and cameras focused on the driver's side while I point out some houses from your favorite television shows and movies. Starting with the second house, which was Jimmy Stewart's home, where he lived with that White Rabbit Harvey. Number 210, the Gray House, was actually 1313 Mockingbird Lane, home of the Munsters. And they lived next door to a more wholesome family in the Yellow House. That's where the Hardy Boys lived. And when they moved out the new house, they moved in. Next we have the house where Doris Day and Rock Hudson lived in the film The Thrill of It All. Incidentally, Doris Day has lived in almost every house in this block, each time with a different husband. Continuing to look out the driver's side, this colonial mansion, for which our street was actually named, was originally built for the movie called Uncle Tom's Cabin. More recently, it was used as the sanitarium where they brought Jimmy Stewart when no one else could see Harvey. We can easily decorate and dress this town to be any town USA. And currently it's dressed as Mayfield. Mayfield, of course, is the town where the Cleaver family lived in Leave It to Beaver. And that brick building with the white doors is actually the elementary school for Leave It to Beaver. And more recently it was the town hall for Cabin. Leave It to Beaver. The Cleaver family is back, and on the driver's side, this house with the basketball goal is the Cleaver house. That film is starring Janine Turner from Northern Exposure and Chris McDonald from Thelma and Louise as June and Ward Cleaver. Watch for that to come out later this year. And I mentioned earlier that the Hardy Boys lived here on the block, but they weren't the only detectives on Colonial Street. This green house is where Nancy Drew lived, and she lived right next door to Matlock, who lived in the white house with the blue trim. Of course, that starred Andy Griffith, and this was their home for a couple of seasons of the show. This brown house on the driver's side is actually the House of Seven Needles. That film starred Vincent Price, who incidentally made his horror film debut in the 1939 film The Tower of London. After he finished doing that movie, though, he swore he would never ever depend on it. Now I'm going to go off the microphone until we're safely through the tunnel, so please be very quiet. Our backlot area is the Lakeside Golf Course. W.C. Fields used to play golf there.
Vera. 当然知道，他看不到沙发拉那个看见。
要去哪里呀？
那你们上去玩啊，那你们快乐的啊，就一直玩啊。哦，我要带他回加州了。翻过去，可能要拍你，跟他笑，哎。那边点头，不要紧。
就安了啦。
那我们先去了。啊，还要等春粮，春粮出来了。麦皮啊，没找。
双脸皮啊！哦，那个哦。